Welcome to Family Friday. Let's look at what Ephesians chapter 5 says about how husbands are to place themselves at their wives' disposal, going back to verse 21 of chapter 5. We go to verse 25 and it says, "Husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her, in order to make her holy, by cleansing her with the washing of water by the word, so as to present the church to himself in splendor and without a spot or wrinkle or any of the kind, so that she may be holy and without blemish." Again, that's Ephesians chapter 5, verses 25 through 27 from the New Revised Standard Version, Updated Edition. So it's pretty obvious from Ephesians chapter 5, verse 25, that husbands are to love their wives. Now, the Greek word translated love in this verse is agape, which is an action term. Now, it would be too strong to say that there are no feelings in agape, but what we have to understand that agape is more than emotions. Agape is love expressed in caring actions. Now, to drive that very point, the biblical writer compares the care that a husband ought to have for the wife to that of Jesus' care for his bride, the church, the body of believers. Now, think about it. Christ expressed his care beyond words and emotion. He gave himself up for her. That is, he died so that she might live on earth beyond his own personal earthly life. And Jesus provided eternal life insurance, not just life insurance. So husbands, do you care for your wife in such a way that she will be part of Christ's kingdom? So Christ gave himself up for her, that is the church, so that the church would be holy, in splendor, without spot or wrinkle, without blemish. Husbands often complain how their wives change as they age. There are wrinkles and layers of skin that were not there when they were first married. But before grumbling about your wife's looks, take a good look in the mirror at yourself and compare the image you see in the mirror with that of your photograph as a groom. I'm just going to say, husbands, if you care for a wife, do not ask your wife to do what you're not already doing. And if it is in the best interest of your wife to diet and exercise, don't nag. Encourage her to come along with you. Now, it's important to note that Jesus' care for his bride goes well beyond physical appearance. When we think of the terms holy, without spot, wrinkle, or blemish, we're looking at character. And so this text says, care enough about your wife that you want her to have that inner beauty, that her godly character has opportunity to blossom. So husbands, are you encouraging your wife to be trustworthy, compassionate, confident, generous? And are you encouraging her to be the best she can be? If you are, then most likely your wife will have little trouble voluntarily submitting or placing herself at your disposal, because you've already placed yourself at her disposal by giving her the best care. Ephesians 5 has more to say about the husband and wife relationship. But until next time, husbands, make sure your wife knows that you care about her day, her fears, her hopes, and her spirituality.